everyone, it's Margot and Birdie here for My Favorite Quilt Store, and we are working on number 4 of the Cathedral Mystery Cave, and our colorway is Delft. You can either do Delft or you might have multi. They're the same exact pattern, just different colorways. So in this block, we only had one fabric.
Right,
and it was the cobalt paperweight. So it is for the binding, and then you use part of it for the next block 7. So
you're just holding it.
You're holding it for block 7. So you might. Seems like you're going to use it in block 7.
Yeah, okay.
So
it's all a mystery.
It's all a mystery, so we don't know. It's still a mystery, but it says to hold some of this fabric for block 7. So we have decided we are going to opt out of cutting our strips at this point in time for the binding. Because we're going to wait to measure the quilt at the end and see how many strips we really need instead of cutting the 9 strips right now. But we know we're holding this fabric for our binding. We've labeled it, and then we'll be ready to cut it once we get everything sewn together.
Correct.
Is that how we're going to handle that?
That's how we're going to do it.
So you can cut yours now if you'd like, or you can hold your fabric like we're going to do till the end to measure the quilt to make sure how many binding strips you really need, so you can make it all at one time.
Okay.
Okay, so this is kind of interesting because what we've done is taken blocks we've made before. These are the blocks you made in number 3.
Puzzle 3.
In puzzle 3. I think we made that last time. And what we're going to do is make them into 4 patches.
Yep.
So it's very simple now that you've got these 2 pieces sewn together.
And you just trim it to 3 3/4 inches. And so really all you're cutting off from these is about a 1/2 inch. So
on each side?
Yep. Or no, 1/4 inch on each side. So for a total of
half an inch.
Yeah,
Okay. So you know what you could do is you could cut it down the middle, sew it up, and then you could also just square it up at the end.
You've got to trim it anyways, and you want to trim it to measure. It's a weird number, 6 7/8, so just shy of 7.
Just shy of 7 inches on this one. So you could just cut it down the middle, sew it into a 4 patch, and then trim at the end to get it to the exact. Even though you're going to trim first,
right,
1/4 inch off, you're going to still trim again after you've sewn it. So for me, instead of doing that step twice, I would cut it down the middle, sew it into my 4 patch, and then trim it one last time.
And when you're trimming it to get that 6 7/8 inch square, you just want to make sure that each line, here, let's hold this up.
Yeah.
You want to get it on your ruler that it's running straight when you, and that's going to help you when you make, because you don't want it wonky.
Exactly.
So that's the only thing
and the only part you have to match on a 4 patch is the center square, and these nest together so that once you turn it around, they nest together just perfectly. So it should be an easy block to accomplish.
Very easy.
So we are going to make the rest of ours, but we made one so you could see what it looked like in the end. We've still got a few more to make.
Right. So then that one's done too.
So the other block came out of what puzzle piece? Block 2. Puzzle piece.
Arranged 4 units from puzzle 3.
Okay, so it also came out of puzzle 3. So last month we must have just been making puzzle pieces.
I'm sorry, this one was from puzzle 2. This one here. We got that backwards. So that was from puzzle 2, and these we made in puzzle 3.
Okay, so you're gonna have to go back through your blocks to find where these are. So again, this one came out of block
3.
Puzzle piece 3. So these were your half square triangles that we made in the last one. We made quite a number of half square triangles. So then what we're making them in is to pinwheels.
Exactly, and this is what it should look like when it's all done.
So this is very important to get the pinwheel going the right direction.
Right.
So what you want to do is make sure that you lay it out to where the pinwheels are going the right direction. So look at the diagram.
It's easy.
Lay it out.
You can make a mistake sometimes if you pick up your fabric pieces and you sew the wrong edges together, and you know.
So if you make it the wrong way.
Oh boy. Yeah. See.
So let's see how it would be the wrong way. If you make it
Yeah, no. Like if you sewed it, that's what I'm saying. You just have to be.
You have to be very careful with it so that you sew it to the right direction, because otherwise you're going to end up with something that looks like this.
And you want this. You don't want something. Yeah.
And you're going to end up with something that looks like this, and it's not the pinwheel. So when you lay it out, you want to make sure that you start in one corner and you lay it out the way that it looks in the picture to where this
You
side,
want all the dark tips to come together in the middle.
in the middle.
Yeah.
So you lay that one this way, and then you turn this one, oh, see? Oh,
Yeah.
one more time, and we got it. And then now that looks exactly like the thing. So you want to lay these
Yeah,
out.
a good way to do it is to take all your pieces, your half square triangles, and just make piles of this, because you make a total of 8 blocks.
Okay.
So just have it together and just lay one on top of the other, and then do you ever do this when you're sewing all those tips together, where you spin it?
Yeah, where you spin it.
Yeah.
You can spin the center in the
Kinda
back.
like, yeah, you pop it after you sew it, and it spins out, and then it's just going to help it lay flatter.
Yep. Or you could also press it and
Yeah.
use a clapper to press it
that's
down.
true. That's
far,
true.
because this is where you're going to have bulk in your quilt if you're not careful.
Right.
And this is the part that has to look absolutely perfect in the center
Yes.
if you want it to match and everything.
Exactly.
So the other thing you can do is pin it and stay stitch it to make sure that you get that point perfect before you ever do it, and then go back and sew the whole seam once you get it perfect.
And if they're not matching up perfectly, try and use a different square, because they're not all, even though you think you're getting it exact, try a different one to see if it matches up better. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so we hope you enjoy making these next 2 blocks, because it looks like we're going to have pinwheels, and we're going to have 4 patches in this. So we're making some blocks now. It's starting to come together. So we can't wait to see what the mystery looks like at the end.
I know.
We're excited about this. We think it's going to be very interesting to see how it all comes together in the end. We hope you're enjoying this sew along. And I did want to give you an update. We should have if you bought your kit from us, we should have the fabric that you were missing from puzzle piece 3. Later this week, if not first of next week. They're going to start shipping it out depending upon what day we get shipped, and it takes 2 days for us to get it from them. Then as soon as we get it, we've got everybody's orders queued up and ready to reship it out to you guys. So we will get it out to you guys as soon as we get it in, so that you can finish up cutting your puzzle piece 3. They also reprinted the directions for puzzle piece 3. They're on the website. We'll re-put those new directions up. And they give a little letter explaining how this all happened and how sorry they are. And we're going to make sure you get your fabrics so that you can finish this puzzle and quilt along with us.
Perfect.
All right, if you have any questions, reach out to our customer service department. Our Birdie here can answer some questions if you have them. But we hope you're having a great time doing this quilt with us, because we like it.
Yeah. It's a
All
lot
right.
of fun.
Happy sewing, guys.
Okay. Thank you.